Well, hello everyone. This is CS Harshadan Gaikwad from HGPA. Well, this video is about various queries received by me from the students regarding how to write CA Foundation business law paper. Well, up till now, students are completing their portion. A couple of days remaining for the exam. Everyone might have completed their portion, but the main question remains how to write a law paper. Well, in this video, I'll share with you different tips and also do's and don'ts of how to write and what not to write in law paper. Starting with very basic points, it's a very common question by everyone. Sir, do we write sections? My answer to this question is yes, you have to mention the section because this is a law paper. Yes, if you do not remember the section, it is okay. You can write as per the provisions of the Companies Act or as per the LLP Act, as the question suggests. But please do not write any wrong section. The examiner will deduct your marks. Okay, we'll start with the video and I'll tell you what are types of questions and how is the question pattern, okay, asked. Okay, let us begin this video. So first, I've divided the questions between, see, one is a direct questions pattern and the other is a case law based question. In direct question, आपको एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा आएगा कि डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन रहेगा, मीनिंग व्हाट, आपको डायरेक्ट पॉइंटर्स लिखने पड़ेंगे. आई गिव यू एग्जांपल ऑल्सो. मैं जो भी सजेस्ट आंसर अभी इंस्टीट्यूट का है, आई गिव यू एग्जांपल कि हाउ इज दिस क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड. दिस वन मोर थिंग, आपको डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन भी आएगा पर उसमें एक हल्का सा आपको केस लॉ भी पूछेंगे वो लोग. तो दे विल नॉट आस्क यू अ डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन अ केस लॉ, बट आपको केस लॉ मेंशन करना पड़ेगा. मतलब सर 3 टाइप के क्वेश्चन हो गए अपने एग्जाम में. फर्स्ट इज अ डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन, मतलब सीधा आपको पॉइंट्स लिखना पड़ेगा. व्हाट आर द इम्प्लाइड वारंटीज? सो देयर इज नथिंग, यू हैव टू राइट ऑल the warranty which are there in the Seal of Goods Act. You cannot miss out in one point. Second question in that, it's a direct question, but they're telling you to please mention a case law. In this case, you have to just mention a case law, but without going into thing deep. मतलब आपको facts लिखने का, just write according to this case law, this thing had happened. Third set of question is directly asked on the case law. This is it, and what is the case law? In this, you have to mention everything: facts, then relevant provisions, and then conclusions. We'll go one by one. Coming to the first, how to write or present an answer in examination. उसमें पहला direct question to the point. अक्सर बहुत लोग पूछते हैं, any students ask, sir कितना लिखो? See, this is not BCom. You cannot write quantity over here. This is CA Foundation. You're giving a professional exam. If they're asking for 2 marks and if your answer is of, let's say, of 2-3 points, you have to write all the 2-3 points. Please never judge your answer and any question with the length of the page you're writing. That does not matter. जो भी points लिखे हैं आपको उतना ही लिखना पड़ेगा. See, the first thing is what? The length. Quality is important and not the quantity. Your paper should be of quality. For example, 2-3 friends, same question. Remember, everyone in the hall knows the answer. आपके examination hall में, but the marks आपको कम ज़्यादा क्यों मिलते हैं? Because it depends upon the quality of your writing. So main thing is, please, the quality should be very good. Your paper should be presentable. Okay, it should be completely very neat and tidy. Second, subject matter of the answer. They are asking you a particular point. For example, they are asking you what are the points of lifting up of corporate wheel. Then what you will write? Yes, enemy, trading with an enemy. Then you'll write all the case laws in that. So basically you write all the points which is related to the question. Please do not write BCom answers here. अगर आपको नहीं आ रहा है क्वेश्चन छोड़ दो, बट प्लीज डू नॉट टेंड टू मेक द एग्जामिनर गो आउट ऑफ द वे. अगर आप झूठ लिख रहे हो वहाँ पे आपको कुछ भी मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे, ट्रस्ट मी. सो प्लीज डू नॉट डेविएट फ्रॉम द सब्जेक्ट मैटर. नेक्स्ट, हाउ टू राइट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, पैराग्राफ ऑफ पॉइंट्स. नाउ रिमेंबर, आप कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को ऐसा रहता है कि यस पैराग्राफ में लिखना पड़ता है. यस, यू कैन राइट पैरा, नो प्रॉब्लम, बट डोंट मेक दैट पैरा वेरी मच लेंथी. In my personal opinion, yes, you should write in points and don't make that point like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. एक दो तीन लाइन लिखो, उसको एक point mention करो. That is the way you write an answer. You cannot write para like 10 lines and just give 1 point over there. आपको examiner will not feel like reading it also. So if please write in points, 2-3 लाइन लिखो, उसको एक point दो. Okay, that is more visible and more traceable, more neat to the examiner. Next. Do we write section numbers or not? Very common question. Yes, as I stated in the starting of the lecture, yes, you should write the section numbers. But having said that, अगर आपको section number याद आ रहा है, तो अगर नहीं याद आ रहा है, please do not go into that. Write as per relevant provision of the so and so act. That is more than enough. Yes, can we use our own words? Next question. सर वो टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज लीगल लैंग्वेज लिखना चाहिए क्या? नाउ माई आंसर दिस विल वेरी इजी, येस दिस इज लॉ पेपर, यू हैव टू राइट द लीगल लैंग्वेज, यू कैन नॉट राइट योर ओन लैंग्वेज. येस बाई सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम अगर आप क्वेश्चन चालू कर रहे हो रेलेवेंट प्रोविजन से, इन द एंड यू कैन राइट सम ऑफ योर ओन वर्ड्स, बट रिमेंबर देयर हैज टू बी सम लीगल jargons in the answer sheet. Consideration, revocation, this word should come. Okay, next, examples or illustrations. Yes, you can use the examples or illustrations, but do not make it. अगर 5 marks का आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा है, आप लोग 5 एग्जाम्पल लिख रहे हैं, that does not make any sense. If you want to write, you can write one example, that is more than sufficient. The exam will know you have understood everything. Okay, now I'll share with you the questions. अभी देखो May 19 में first see, now I'll have downloaded everything. So 1C में see understand this. Discuss the various types of implied warranties as per the Sale of Goods Act 1930. Now इस क्वेश्चन में आपको डायरेक्ट पूछा है state the implied warranties. Now अभी कितने implied warranties है? As we all know there are 4 implied warranties. पहला क्या है? Undisturbed possession, the buyer should not have any. Second is non-exempt encumbrances. The third is fitness or quality, and the last one is disclosure of dangerous nature. सिर्फ 4 points है. अगर आपको 5 मार्क के लिए आ रहा है क्वेश्चन, you have to write only 4 points. Don't go beyond that. Now एग्जाम में आपके मार्क्स कब काटेगा? इफ यू आर राइटिंग बिलो 4 पॉइंट्स, इफ यू राइट 2 पॉइंट्स, एग्जाम आपका मार्क्स काटेगा. नो इफ यू आर राइटिंग ओवर एंड अबव, आपने 4 पॉइंट लिखे ऑलरेडी, उसके अलावा आपको और लिखने का क्यों नहीं? 5 मार्क का पूछा है, 5 पॉइंट लिखना चाहिए. यू मेक योर ओन पॉइंट इन एग्जामिनेशन ओनली, दैट इज कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग. जितना पूछा है उतना ही आप जवाब दो. 4 पॉइंट लिखा, यू राइट ओनली 4 पॉइंट्स. ओके, नेक्स्ट दे आर आस्किंग 3B. सी द 3B क्वेश्चन. ओके, नाउ question 3B. See this question, whether a group of person is not a firm, or whether a person is not a partner. Explain the mode of determining the existence of partnership as per the Indian Partnership Act. लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं कि अब existence बताओ. Now as we all know, existence 3 टाइप के रहते हैं. First of all, there should be agreement, there should be profit sharing, and then last is what? The business must be carried on by all, any of them acting for all. This 3 points should come in your answer. और एक point में write 2 line, that is more than enough. Okay, next. Now सेकेंड टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन, आपको स्ट्रेट क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा, बट उसमें आपको केस लॉ का हिंट देने का, आपको केस लॉ का उसमें फ्लेवर देने का आपको. नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल, लुक एट दिस क्वेश्चन. दे आस्क्ड इन May 19, दे आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन. फर्स्ट ए में ही पूछा था उन लोगों ने. Where's the question? First A. Now see this. Mr. Sohanlal sold 10 acres of his agricultural land to Mr. Mohanlal on 25th September for 25 lakhs. The property papers mention a condition among other details that whoever is buying he can use 9 acres, but उसका जो 1 एकड़ बाकी है उसका वो लड़का यूज करेगा. Okay, then now I'll not go to the whole question. Now see, now Mr. Shotal wants to file a case against the purchaser. Now we all know which case is this. It is the case of चिन्नय वर्सेस रामैया, वेरी फेमस केस लॉ. तो ये केस आपको मेंशन तो करना पड़ेगा, बट लिसन, द एग्जामिनर विल गिव यू फुल मार्क्स इफ यू राइट दिस केस लॉ. केस लॉ मतलब आपको ये नहीं लिखने का कि पूरा केस लॉ फैक्ट्स ये कंक्लूजन, नो नो, यू हैव टू जस्ट मेंशन कि ये डिसीजन किसका है, चिन्नय वर्सेस रामैया का है. नाउ सी दिस, राइट लाइक दिस, द लीडिंग अथॉरिटी, you have to write this, the leading authority, this word should come, the leading authority decision of the which Chinnai versus Ramaya has held that so and so. और लास्ट में व्हाट इज दिस, डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू गिव कंक्लूजन. अपने पॉइंट्स लिखा, लास्ट में क्या लिखो, इसमें कंक्लूजन क्या क्या हुआ. नेक्स्ट, ओनली केस लॉ बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस, मतलब क्या, आपको स्ट्रेट क्वेश्चंस दे रहे हैं, प्लीज मेंशन दिस केस लॉ. नाउ लिसन, इसमें now look at this, I have written down from your selection answers only. Mr. Akbaran Assis was a wealthy man earning huge income by way of dividend interest. He formed 3 companies and agreed with each to hold a block of investment agent. The dividend and interest income received by companies. Now after reading this, you will, the moment will come to know that yes, this is the case law of Dinshaw Manekje Petit. Now इसमें नीचे क्या लिखा है देखो. After the whole question they have written this, explain the light of a case law. मतलब आपको आंसर तो देने का है, बट आपको केस लॉ मेंशन ही करना पड़ेगा. इफ यू डू नॉट मेंशन द केस लॉ, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट द मार्क, बिकॉज स्पेसिफिकली इन द क्वेश्चन दे आर आस्किंग व्हाट, प्लीज मेंशन केस लॉ. अगर केस लॉ का मेंशन नहीं करे, देन इट वुड गो द अबव कैटेगरी, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन एंड व्हाट, ओनली मेंशन द नेम. बट इसमें स्पेसिफिक क्या लिखा है, यू हैव टू मेंशन द केस लॉ. दैट मींस यस, विदाउट मेंशनिंग द केस लॉ यू वोंट गेट एनी मार्क्स. नाउ रिमेंबर, व्हाइल राइटिंग अ केस लॉ 3 पॉइंट्स मस्ट बी देयर. फर्स्ट, पहले फैक्ट्स से कभी भी शुरुआत मत करो, बिकॉज फैक्ट्स इज नथिंग बट द क्वेश्चन का कॉपी रहता है. जो भी ऊपर लिखा है आप छोटे स्टोरीज में लिखते हैं. फर्स्ट पॉइंट ऑलवेज शुड बी व्हाट, relevant provisions. First point should be relevant provisions. Next, second point should be facts, and your third point should be conclusion. मतलब आप relevant provisions पहले बोलो, start talking to the examiner with section only first. आप can write the sections. Yes, this is a case of what? This is the case of lifting of corporate wheel. As per the company that you on 13, you first mention what is that, what is lifting of corporate wheel, then you start the facts. Facts में क्या आएगा? So 2-3 लाइन आएंगे जो क्वेश्चन में लिखे. Do not write the whole question, that will not make any sense. The exam में कुछ नहीं पड़ेगा वो. So write 2-3 lines. Yes, this is there. Mr. Akbar was a very early man. He started 4 companies and इसका intention fraudulent था. और लास्ट में कंक्लूजन क्या आएगा? Yes, the court upheld that. Listen what I'm saying. The court upheld that. You should not write your opinion, okay? Conclusion में क्या आएगा? The court upheld so and so. This is the way of writing a case law. पहले relevant provisions लिखो, all the legal jargons. Make sure the examiner knows that you know everything, and then write the facts and then conclusion. Now, if I was the examiner, अगर ये question आता, मैं पहले क्या check करूँगा? First, I'll jump to the conclusion first. Whether you have done the conclusion or not. If your conclusion is correct, yes, I will give you marks. Then only I'll start reading everything. But if your conclusion is only wrong, I will not bother to read the other things only. So पहला क्या है? Your everything should be right. But the most important is this. What? Your conclusion. Okay. Now, सबसे important, time management. Now, some students will find that what time management? 3 घंटे का पेपर है, मैं I'll just go and write it. Remember one thing. You have 3 hours. That means how much you have? You have 180 minutes. Forget that 5-10 minutes you leave it for that attendance and mark sheet and all that marking and all that thing. So how much आपको कितना बचा है? 170 minutes you are left with. That means 1 mark you have to do it in 1.7 minutes. This is the calculation which rough I've made. So as per that you have to solve it. 1 mark के लिए 1.7 मिनट का आपको टाइम आप ले सकते हैं. You can have to mention, you have to do it that only. Okay. Now this was the way. Please do not write anything unnecessary. Please keep yourself motivated. And apart from this case law, I also want to share with you one thing. There are many students who are telling me, yes sir, पूरा पढ़ाई हो गया अपना, but motivation नहीं आ रहा है. See, listen, keep yourself motivated. See why you are started in the first place. क्यों CA फाउंडेशन में चालू किया था in the first place. That is the first thing. And second thing, remember one thing, revision is a matter of time. You have to revise everything before sitting for the CA foundation exam. जितने बार आप रिवाइज करोगे जितने बार आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, उतना 2-3 बार रिवाइज करो आप. Then only you are supposed to answer everything. अगर रिवाइज नहीं हो रहा है तो आपको नहीं होगा. And yes, the third important thing is time management. Students say that चलो ठीक है यार 3 घंटे का पेपर है, I'll go and write the paper and just come back. Remember one thing, time management is the most important factor. Many students, just they cut off over the marks or they fail by like 2-3 marks. Why is that? Because they don't have time management. The most important thing is you have to complete every question in the paper. You have to complete maximum number of questions you can. Or how can you achieve this? Yes, due to time management. So I have made this, it's just a rough calculation. See, the total is 100 marks for 3 hours. Okay, so basically 180 minutes. उसमें से 5-10 मिनट जो ले लो आप अटेंडेंस से वो शीट मार्क कर रहे हो, रोल नंबर चिपका रहे हो एंड ऑल दैट. सो 10 मिनट आपके चले गए. यू हैव लेफ्ट विद 170 मिनट्स. सो यू हैव 1.7 मिनट पर मार्क. दैट इज द इक्वेशन. आप 1 मार्क के लिए कितना दे सकते हो? सिर्फ 1.7 मिनट्स. दैट इज द कैलकुलेशन विच आर लेफ्ट विद. सो प्लीज टाइम मैनेज एवरीथिंग एंड देन ओनली गो स्टार्ट. और एक बात, पूरा पेपर अटेम्प्ट करो. प्लीज अटेम्प्ट ऑल द questions, then only you will start getting marks. Okay. And apart from all this, there are more queries also. See, so there are many students for CA foundation who started studying from 12th also. 12th के साथ simultaneously पढ़ाई करते हैं. At the end of this CA foundation, when exams are coming near, they start to feel little bit demotivated. अरे यार नहीं जमने वाला, नहीं होने वाला, all that stupid stuff. Remember one thing. Keep yourself motivated. Please tell yourself why in the first place you started CA foundation. That itself going to boost you a lot. Do not hesitate. Do not do anything. मतलब अभी नहीं पढ़ाई करूँगा, ये नहीं होगा, नहीं हो रहा है मेरे से, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. आपको सब आ रहा है. You know everything. Only thing is you have to revise it. Practice makes man perfect. That is a simple logic. So you have to revise it. Revise again and again. You watch any revision videos of any faculties, but revise it. After revising only you will get the grip of that chapter. And then only law is going to become very easy for you. Because yes, law has difficult, it's a very difficult language, it's a legal language. This was the first time you want to do law. So please keep yourself motivated and watch revision videos, revise it again and again, and then only go and attempt your paper. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you have any query, if you have any problem, you can write in the comment section below and I'll be glad to answer it. Thank you so much. Bye.